Chances are, if you stand in one place too long right now in North Louisiana, you'll soon be covered by bright yellow kernels of corn. It's literally falling from the sky or into the ground at just about every turn. A typical corn harvest in the state, and these storage bins and elevators are adequate. This year is anything but typical, especially with over 720,000 acres planted in the state, and the majority of it here in the Macon Ridge area, formerly cotton country. On top of the corn acreage increase, this year's yields are of record proportions. Farmers averaging over 200 bushels per acre are commonplace. That only exacerbates the situation.
It is a problem for us. It's a good problem for the farmer to have, but it is a problem for us to logistically move the grain and keep them in the field harvested.
Raley Brothers Elevator here in Crowville has constructed this pod or mountain of corn. It holds 1 million bushels of corn. Problem is, it's already full, and the trucks just keep coming. From testing for aflatoxin and test weights to dropping loads off at the elevator across the street, it's turned into a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. In the southern part of Franklin Parish at the Wisner elevator, their mountain of corn is still under construction.
We're halfway through with harvest at this point, with the exception of what we have left in the ground pile. We are full, and it's a long ways to go.
And the trucks just keep coming, or at least until 5 p.m. when they quit taking corn and simply work the corn they already have on their facility. It's been exhausting work for elevators across the state who are so consumed with corn they haven't even given much consideration to other crops like milo and soybeans. Grain elevators in Louisiana have had to resort to some unusual and creative ways to store all the grain this year. At the Winsboro grain elevator, they've resorted to these grain bags. They hold about 8,000 bushels apiece. The Winsboro elevator has already filled 62 of these giant bags. It's the first year they've had to use such a device. Noble Ellington says the plastic bags may be part of the future of grain storage here in Louisiana.
The white on the outside reflects the light and the heat, and the corn stays cool. You don't have any moisture buildup or anything like that.
These grain bags take about 3 hours to fill. Each bag holds the equivalent to about 8 truckloads of corn, and according to Ellington, they're pretty durable and do a good job of regulating, or at least maintaining, the temperature and keeping moisture at bay.
In 24 hours, there is no oxygen in this bag.
Meanwhile, just up the road, there's another new place to store corn this year, in these cotton warehouses. This is where the corn is brought during the night from nearby Winsboro elevator.
We take the front end loader and push the corn up in piles on both sides.
So far, the elevators are keeping up with the onslaught of corn, but who knows, there may be a time real soon where Ziploc bags and Tupperware containers come into play. We just haven't gotten there just yet. Meanwhile, the trucks just keep coming.
Press line 2.
Non-stop, all day long. Non-stop.
Reporting from Franklin Parish, I'm Bill Sherman for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.